Hey guys, welcome back to our podcast, Yap City. I'm Emily.
I'm Natasha.
And today we're talking about our birth charts. We paid an Etsy witch, whatever she is,
to analyze our birth charts for us and give us some intel.
We're those kind of people.
Yeah, I
But
definitely
those
am.
are fun. They're fun. We take them with a grain of salt, obviously.
I don't.
Oh, facts, yeah. We'll get into that.
No, okay, you know, I thought of an analogy today that is really good. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
Or no, I don't think I thought of this. I think I heard it on TikTok somewhere, but I don't know. It may not be exact. I'm paraphrasing. When you get stuff done like this, like any readings or you talk about astrology or the planets, it's supposed to be pieces of the puzzle, not the entire puzzle.
I like that. You need to take that in consideration.
I know.
We'll talk about how serious Tosh takes it later. But first, we do this.
It's
thing.
called having anxiety.
Facts.
It's called being in a crisis.
But first, we do talk about our week a little bit. We decided to go with our highs and lows of the week.
Yeah.
You're looking at me like I have 3 heads.
No, I'm not. You go.
Okay. I'd say my high is I went on 3 dates this week with a new boy.
A good boy.
Yeah, he's really sweet. It's been cool. He's not watching
Show
this
them
yet.
the presents. Oh, it's a podcast.
Oh,
Should we not?
yeah, no. He
got our little presents.
Okay. So, on our first date, he's super sweet. He had never been on a date before. He got me a flower, and then he got me a little, present. He got me some stickers. I like dogs a lot, so, and I was saying that, so he got me dog, paws. And then I crochet, and I had mentioned it, so he got me little, crochet stitch markers.
That is just so thoughtful. So cute. And, some people would be like, oh, love bombing, red flag. No, he was his first date ever, and they're, these cute little things just to show that he thought of you.
Yeah.
Nothing
that
overboard
was,
or
so
inappropriate.
Sweet. I told him so many times how, that was so thoughtful and, so sweet.
You just don't find people like that very often.
I know.
He's a sweetheart. I think it'll be nice for you.
He did tell me, he said he was nervous that he was doing, that I would take it as, he didn't say love bombing, but I'm sure that's, without realizing it, that's probably what he meant, without knowing the term for it, because he is very new.
If he showed up with, a diamond necklace, that'd be like, what the hell? But this is very sweet
it was just
and
to
innocent.
show that he, listened.
I thought that was adorable.
I thought so, too. And then we got ice cream for our first date on the coldest day of the week. What was that about? We got ice cream on the coldest day of the week, so we sat in the car just chatting. And then 2 days later, we had a picnic. And then
I want you to say
the next day, what happened?
What did he do?
The call. And then the day after our picnic, we went to a comedy show and dinner. And it was really fun.
Cutest shit ever.
Yeah. He's super cool because he's wants to go on dates and stuff, which not comparing him to my last relationship, but my last relationship we didn't do anything. So it's kind of nice to go out and
have someone that wants to spend quality time with you. Yeah, for sure.
We've been doing a lot of fun stuff. You do your high.
Okay, my high would be I got my YouTube play button in the mail.
Oh my god, that's so exciting.
100,000 subscribers. I opened it up on my live stream and literally cried my eyes out and then got my period an hour later. So that's probably why I was crying my eyes out. But
it was a joy.
Yes, it really was. I was holding it up on the stream you got literally giving a speech. I was at an awards show.
That's so exciting. I want to go see it.
I know, you're gonna have to. We gotta do a photo shoot with it.
Yeah. The shower, the bed, yeah. Making it breakfast, eating something off of it.
Yeah.
Make sure you clean it though.
I don't want to eat something off of it because the point is I'm taking care of it and it's my partner, it's my boyfriend or something.
Okay.
Okay, what's your low?
A low, let's see. I'm still having semi problems at work, not major, just no progress. So yeah, I've been having I cut and told the private parts, the parts that can't go on the internet to Tosh, but still having a few issues at work. Nothing I can do about it. Just gotta deal with it, which is kind of a low.
That's definitely low.
Yeah, just gotta suck it up though.
I'd say my low is I have literally no communication with my boyfriend right now, and it's really painful and difficult, and I'm feeling I keep thinking I'm gonna get communication, and then it doesn't happen. It's not his fault, but it's just the situation's really shitty, and it's making me sad. But it's been motivation for, like, a lot of things I've gotten done the past couple of months. You know what I mean?
Facts, yeah.
And I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to focus on me and do my thing.
Yeah. But it does suck, obviously, not
Yeah.
having... Have you said where he is? No. We don't want to say.
I don't think
Obviously,
so.
privacy reasons, not going to say. But he can't contact right now. Prison. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. That
was
sounds like
good.
it with the mystery. Not prison.
Not
We'll
prison.
just say we'll say he's in not prison. How about that?
I hate that. I hate that so
Well, we
much.
can't say where he is, so we're just going not prison. Wink.
No. We're just going to say not here.
I like not prison, but okay. Oh. Just to clarify, it is not prison.
I don't want anyone thinking...
Send him some letters.
Please.
Oh, God.
All right, so we have our birth charts analyzed.
Yes.
Now, one thing I'd say about the lady who analyzed our charts, it's a little vague, which, I mean, I get it. It was
You were saying
$20. When you pay someone to analyze a birth chart, like, it's expensive. That's why I did this, because I was like, I don't feel like spending $250 on this. But it just feels a little bit like, oh, she took, like, major placements and, like, copy and pasted things. You know what I mean? But there are some things that seem I don't know, because I've never had it done before, so I have nothing to compare it to. Yeah.
I don't understand them.
At all?
Like
How?
a little bit. Like,
What
I
I
don't
did.
know what's important and what's not.
So one thing I did do was I looked something up for the two of us, not that nothing to do with what the lady did for us. I just found it on our own, and it's based on where. Oops, this is
Our
not
sun
the
is?
right thing. No, where our Venus is. What house our Venus is in.
Venus is love, isn't it?
Yes, and this will tell you where you will meet your soulmate.
Okay, my Venus is in
The 9th house, which I already looked.
yes,
I already
Taurus
looked up.
9th house.
So if your Venus is in the 9th house, you're most likely to meet your soulmate, overseas travel, or higher education. So like in college or on a trip.
I'm done with college.
Or anywhere where you're expanding your knowledge spiritually in general.
Okay.
And mine is in the 5th house. I'm most likely to meet my soulmate at a bar, a club, anywhere I'm having fun, or anywhere I'm tapped into the joy of life. So even like taking a class, it's something I really like.
I like that.
Isn't
That's
that
a
cute?
nice one.
I like that one too.
So I have a question. So
Yeah.
with all of these planets, each planet means something, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Each
Like you
planet
said,
rules something.
Venus is rules love.
There's many meanings to all of
So
them, but
could I go into later, like whatever Mercury rules, and see what it means for me because it's whatever house it's in? Just
Yeah.
like you did with Venus and love.
maybe I don't
maybe
know
I'll try
exactly, but yeah, I'd assume.
Right? Yeah.
I don't know, like, I just started looking into anything to do with, like, birth chart. I actually had a book my friend got me years ago with all of my signs and, like my rising, my moon, and, like, stuff like that. And I never, like, read it. It was just cute, like, decoration. And then I actually started reading it and really getting into it recently, so I really don't know a lot, but I'm just, like, trying to get to know how it all works. But yeah, just researching
I think I'm
literally
gonna
your
try
birth
that.
chart
Obviously,
for
we
sure
have our-
would give
our-
you information.
We have our generalization, but maybe I'll try to dive a little deeper.
Mhm.
Be-
Even,
since I
yeah,
didn't
having your
understand.
own birth chart and then, like, just researching it for sure.
But yeah, that sounds fun.
But, like, people go to, like, school for this. Like, it's very intricate. So, like, you could learn about your birth chart for the rest of your life. Like, you could continue to pull things out. Like, of course, there's main things, like career, love, family. But, like, you could continue to learn about yourself.
I liked the stuff that I said for my career.
Oh, you did?
I didn't see anything for my love. Was there anything in yours about love?
No.
There was a lot about career.
Because you have to buy that separately with her, I think.
Yeah.
She had, like, a love reading specifically. So the most important ones for you... Oops, don't tell me I just deleted it all. Okay, no. Whew. Most important are your rising, your sun, and your moon.
I'm a Virgo rising, a Cancer sun.
I'm a Cancer rising, Virgo sun.
What's my moon?
That's funny!
My moon's a Leo. I knew my Virgo rising was important. And then my Cancer sun, I always say I'm a Cancer.
Right, that's the one that you say.
What
Your
does
sun is like what you say you are.
What does moon mean?
So...
What does moon
your
rule?
sun is like your personality traits that you show to the world. Your rising is more, I'm pretty sure, don't hold me to it, is more like what happens internally, and like it can sometimes be even more accurate.
I have an astrology app, which, what is it called? I think it's Chani that I use. Yeah, Chani, and that goes by my rising sign when it gives me my
because
horoscope.
rising is more like internal.
Okay.
And sun is more what the world sees, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And then moon, I don't know what the moon represents. Let's see. It'll tell us on here somewhere. But that's a good question. I didn't even think of that. Your rising sign, the sun, and then it should say... Oh, it doesn't. Okay, cool. The moon, the support system. Here's information about the kind of environment we create around us, our support system. It is not only the surroundings that we set up today, but the moon also represents our past, the particular history and social background of which we grew. Aside from our social background, the moon governs all of the old habits that we have grown beyond. We tend to lock down on or back on our moon. It represents those experiences out of which we have come, all those younger souls who are unconscious or subconscious to our own level. This is why it is said that the moon is a mystery planet, for it is both our parent and our child. Our parent is that out of if we were born, our child is that we can't put, but because it's explaining what the moon is. But
what does yours say about your moon? What are you?
You are in, oh wait, I took a note, like, of what I thought was most important. So,
mine says I am Gregorious? I don't know what that means. Says, even to the point of bringing out the performer in others. Mine said so much about creativity within career. And honestly, oh my gosh, can I just, like, bullet point mine really quick?
Yeah.
So mine said a lot, and it really, like, resonated with me. It said a lot about creativity within my career and others. And, like, that just said, like, I bring out the creativity. And you've said this to me before, that I've helped you feel, like, a little bit more motivated about social media and, like, editing and stuff. Because I also have an interest in it. And then it said a lot of things, like, I'm meant to do, like, a creative, not traditional path, which is what I want to do. I want to do social media.
Love that.
But it did say I hold myself back by not having ambition, but letting, like, the easier path consume me.
So if you see, like, a green light, you're like, I'm gonna go there, even if taking the longer road would be better. I see. I could
totally
maybe see that. Yeah, that makes sense. So remember, we had a reading a bit ago, like towards the beginning of the year.
Because we're those kind of people.
Yep. And we were just asking about our year, and one thing she said is this year you're gonna have to grind if you want to get what you want.
Yeah,
so instead of maybe like instead of like doing like what's gonna give you instant gratification and money, go for what you're gonna have to grind and bust your ass, but eventually it's gonna keep filling, and maybe you won't notice, but then it's gonna overflow, and you're gonna be like, yeah, you did it. You know what I mean? So, but I think you're heading towards that. I think that's what you're doing.
I've, as of recently, have kind of made that discovery. Has not been easy, but I've kind of been putting myself out there to do the harder path and just like not take a traditional path.
It's not easy,
which is hard after I've taken it. Like, I have taken the traditional path. To, like, stray away from that is really, really hard.
I can imagine.
Like, because, like, not to, like, say, like, you didn't do the traditional path, but I'd say you, not saying it was easier for you, but I have been doing, like, traditional since I was a kid. Like, I always knew I was going to go to college. It's harder
for you to, like,
it's
get away from that.
Ingrained in me.
I've never wanted a traditional path, so that's just been like my life.
I don't know, for some reason I thought I was gonna have traditional unless like it magically happened. So like for me to stray away from traditional is tough like for you. Hard.
So I salute you for.
Thanks.
Is that the right wording?
Yeah, we can go with it. So that's like kind of the bullet points. That's something that really stuck out to me.
Was that for your moon?
I saw that a few times.
Oh, you just wanted to say that in general?
Yeah, I saw it a few times within reading all my stuff. I didn't really take notes to separate it because, like, that just kept coming up for some reason.
There was one part in mine under my moon, actually. This was the only thing I grabbed from my moon that seemed accurate because a bunch of stuff in my moon was saying how traditional I was.
Shut the.
I know. And I was like, maybe that's like the Virgo
Absolutely
part
not.
because I'm like, that's not.
She
That
scammed
doesn't
you.
feel like me at all. But there was this part that from my moon that felt accurate. So my moon is in Aquarius. It said it may be hard for you to get support from others on career and vocational decisions. You tend to go against the crowd, taking the road less traveled by. You seldom follow what's popular, always preferring to go it alone. Your home and surroundings may suffer as the result of some of your career choices. You stick to your guns and tend to brush off questions of sentiment, whether your own or others. Which I feel like is accurate.
Ditching everyone to go. Yeah.
Yeah, that's like the plan. No, not ditch everyone, but live my life for sure. Yeah, and people are like, what? And like, I literally rarely, besides my brother, have people look at me and be like, that's for you. Like, they're always like, what? Because it freaks people out to not go the traditional path. Like, people get freaked out. That should be a whole episode.
Yeah.
I like that. Okay, so did anything stick out, like... I wrote down as well for my rising things that stuck out. My rising is a Cancer.
Mine's
Virgo.
Yeah, Virgo.
It said gentle first impression, a Cancer ascendant.
What page are you on?
These are my notes.
Oh, sorry. Give me the rundown.
Gentle first impression, a Cancer ascendant provides an aura of warmth and receptivity. You usually tune into people's emotional states, preferring supportive, kindly interactions, whether at home or in new social contexts. Do you agree?
And then I feel like that's very Cancer because I'm Cancer sun, so that's for people, and I'm emotional.
Oh yes,
Where
Cancer's
you're more
very emotional.
Understanding and like, stop picking your eyelashes. I always just tell you that. Where you're that's like. Good. Understanding of others' emotions, but might not always. I don't know. You do share your emotions, but like.
Wow, that's a really interesting perspective. You know what's insane that I've been starting to realize is I am such an emotional person. Oh, this is crazy.
Mine said I'm logical, which I think I am.
Yeah, you are. You're very logical, for sure. You'll
like,
sit there and I'll be like,
the emotional path.
I'll be freaking out, and you're like, just don't think about it. I'm like, you're so.
I know.
You're a genius.
I think about it. I think about it. But when I'm helping others, like, and it said this that I don't think about their emotions. I mean, not that I don't care about their emotions, but I'm always like, it literally said you think more like a lawyer.
Right.
And I'm like,
so you're like, do this, that, and that, and you'll feel better. But it's not that easy. You know what I mean? But yeah. So I made this connection recently. I was talking with a friend, and I was like, because it kind of freaked me out that sometimes when people talk to me, they tell me something really sad happens to them. I don't feel anything. I don't feel it till I am alone. I will be home alone, and then I'll cry for something that made me upset, and then I'll think about them and I'll cry for them. But I can't do it in the moment. In the moment, if I'm at a funeral, I won't cry. If someone tells me something horrible happened, their mom died in a horrible way, right? I'll literally sit there and like, I won't feel a thing.
Like your lobotomy.
Yes, exactly. I'll feel nothing. And then later I'll feel it. And I was saying this to my friend, and she was like, oh, it's a defense mechanism. So when I was younger, there were situations where like crying, we were told not to cry. And so to feel safer, I like
hold off your emotions.
It turns off, and then I'll put it out later.
Diaries?
Parts of it, yeah.
Oh,
like
I
watched
a couple
shut off seasons.
The emotions. Oh, they turn it off. That's what you do. You're like vampire.
Yeah, I like that.
It's in the show. If you watch the Vampire Diaries,
I watched a couple seasons.
They shut off their emotions.
But there was a connection I was making to that. Wait, what was the connection I was making though? So anyways, I see myself as like super, super emotional because I cry every day, like every single day. And I think about things for hours and I journal and I figure it all out. But I don't think I show people that. And remember said that, our palm reader, our other reader.
Oh my God.
She literally said, you cry a lot and you suffer a lot, but people don't see it. You do it by yourself. So like for you to be like, oh, you understand, the reason I understand people's emotions so much and I can like do that so much is because I'm constantly in that state myself.
Yeah, but you don't really show it.
I don't show it. That's crazy to me because I didn't realize I didn't show it. To me, I'm very emotional.
Yeah, I'd say you're emotional, but I don't know. It's hard to put my finger on it. I understand what you're saying. I just don't know how to put it into words. Because we're very different with our emotions. Like, I'm like sensitive. You're not as sensitive.
I used to be very much when I was younger. Like everything would make me cry, but I guess I had to toughen up.
I wouldn't say, like, that sensitive as in you don't cry, but, like, I feel like you don't get as angry at things or, like, yes, you're emotional, but you don't let your emotions get the better of you. You just feel them and you move on. Like, does that make sense?
That's such a great compliment.
Where, like, I just got angry at my mom and, like, it, like, almost, it, like, ruined my mood. Where you're, like, ugh, like, it happened, and then, but, like, and you, like, analyze it and then...
Get over it, because I figured it out.
But you, like, analyze it. Like crazy. And then, but you don't like
I have my moment of madness and then I move on.
You don't like let it ruin your like whatever.
Wow, I love that because I think I used to let it ruin things for me my entire day. And I think I started to realize very recently how much energy we put into our social interactions and feelings like that, and how much is wasted. And like, even that, like you've said, like, how I just need to not think about it because you're like, nothing can be done. If nothing can be done, is it worth...
I know, easier said than done though. So much easier said than done.
But also you don't see me when I'm alone freaking out at night because I do a lot of my thinking at night.
Yeah, while I'm asleep.
Yeah, exactly. I'm up to like 3 a.m. every night freaking out. But that was such a nice compliment because I feel like I've struggled with that. And that was like nice like validation that I'm
good,
like...
Good. We know you love your validation.
Yeah, you know I need it. Working on that too.
Ow, my toe. Yeah, my ass. Got a sewing needle up the ass.
She just found a needle poking her in the rump. That's hilarious.
Is there another? I feel like there's more.
She was like, something's stabbing me, and she like picked it up, and it's a needle. That's horrible.
That hurt.
Needle up your butt crack.
Oh, that was good.
That was good, right? Okay, so I had a couple more things to say about mine. The reason I'm yapping so much is because...
Look at my baby.
Emily wasn't into it as much as I was.
Well, no, not that I'm not into it as much as... I didn't understand it. Tosh understands this a lot more than I do. I'm, like, into it, but I don't delve as deep as Tosh does with any of it. You're, like...
Because I need answers, dude. I'm a solver.
Like, I need to dissect. I find it fun. I like it, but... You let it control your life a little more, which we need to touch on that. So, Tosh, before you make your last few comments.
Yep.
I say for fun, Tosh says for answers. See,
which is bad, though, anyways, because you shouldn't be going for answers, because you should be looking within.
Let's say what it is before they all leave, because they're so fucking confused.
Oh, wow.
We see psychics. I say for fun, she says for answers. There's this one specific lady on TikTok that
I don't say for answers, I accidentally.
Yeah, accidentally.
Yeah.
Yes, there's like a rhyme to the reason. There's something she did that. So we see this lady on TikTok. She goes live all the time. We go. She's super cheap. Usually when we want fun. Like when we did our vision board night, we did it because we thought it would be cute. We thought it would be fun. Tosh fell into a really bad habit where whenever something would go wrong in her life or she'd feel anxious about something, she would go to the TikTok lady. To the point where one day she texted me, she's like, oh, she's live. I should go for fun. Like, I'm kind of bored. Let me see what she has to say. She got so anxious about it because she was associating it with those bad times. You look like you were deer in the headlights.
Because I'm thinking about it. It's making me nervous.
Oh. So she started to associate with, like, all the bad stuff that she would go see her for because she would go when she wanted answers.
Yeah.
So then it just was the association.
And honestly, it did help me a lot, but I guess it's... Yeah, but
that takes out the grain of salt of it.
Yeah, but I've also been able to...
You've gotten better.
Figure out when it's a time that I need to just sit with it and that I'm supposed to be feeling these emotions and it's okay that I'm having bad emotions. When is it time that, like, I need a little bit of guidance and help from... Because I do take it seriously.
From TikTok lady. She was live right before we started filming.
I love her.
Tosh was upstairs, and I was like, she's live.
She's so good, and she's so real, and she'll tell you how it is.
Me.
I don't know. I love her. I love her. She tells you, like, how it is. She tells you, like, you're being stupid. She's like, no, this guy's not for you. She'll tell you straight up. She doesn't want to just, like, get money. You know what I mean?
She will hit her vape, though, in the middle of the sentence.
I wanted to say something about my son, Virgo, and see what you think about this, because I feel like it's accurate. Okay, you are nothing if not compassionate, interested in serving others.
Oh! I'm just kidding.
Interested in serving others, you worry about their welfare, you like to take care of everything and are always redeeming, salvaging, and restoring. You believe in conservation in all things. You find yourself through response and service to others in life.
I think so. You always want to help.
Yeah.
You've never, like, denied me help or someone help. Oh, actually, there was that guy where I was like, the homeless guy where I was like, give him a sandwich. And you were like, do you remember that? We were in the city. And we were talking about...
Oh, because I was saying you should give them money, and you were saying whether you should give homeless people money or food.
And then the guy was asking you for a sandwich.
Oh, yeah, and then I said, so what, should we just, like, make sandwiches and hand them out? And he literally was like, let me get a sandwich. It was so weird. That was actually weird, because how did he know that?
That's
we were
like
literally
a whole
talking
story
about
for a different day,
oh, my
yeah.
gosh. Okay, so then she also gave us little snippets of, like, dates with, like, little vague things that this date might associate with.
I didn't look very much into mine, but you did.
You didn't look into anything.
I did, but some of it I just didn't really care enough to like...
Analyze?
To, like, stress over.
Right.
Because if I looked into those dates, I would let my mind wander.
Well, maybe you should let your mind wander every once in a while.
I want to live my life right now.
But
I just want to let shit
not
happen.
Not bad to let it wander a little.
Oh, it's been wandering.
Yeah. So April 6th, which was yesterday, it said, this may be a difficult time period during which you may experience opposition and blockage from events, others, and the situation in general. A turning point, an opportunity to take control and become more disciplined, a chance to see your own problems. And then April 7th, which is today, a time during which you may be able to break through and move ahead with your ambitions and general life's purpose. You could receive unexpected help from someone older, from an authority figure, a man or teacher could appear.
Any men come into your life?
I just emailed my therapist to see if she would take my new insurance, and she said no, and she recommended me to a man therapist, and I was nervous because I don't like that, but he looks so kind, and she's so kind, and like
I don't like men therapists.
But he just has, like, a really kind face, and, like, she's so wonderful that I know her recommendation would be, like, good. But, I felt like that was pretty accurate from yesterday and today.
Yeah, Tosh had a bad couple of days. She mentioned her boyfriend is MIA, not in prison.
But today was good. Like, I felt good. Like, I was, like, thinking about myself again, figuring my life out, and it felt really like I'm on, like, a good trajectory, even if it's scary and uncertain.
We got this in Salem, and we figured it goes perfectly. If you're not into the voodoo shit, just hear us out. We figured we'd ask some questions with this stuff and see what happens, because we thought it fit kind of perfectly. We want to ask first. Are we weird?
Are we weird? It's a little slanted. Do you want me to just hold it? I'll hold it. Are we weird?
Automatic
Instantly to yes.
Okay.
That was like the fastest answer I've ever seen it do.
That was an automatic yes.
What do we want to ask? Is Emily gonna go to Hawaii? No!
And I'm not. I was supposed to go next week.
Damn
Or
it.
I thought about going next week, and I'm not going, unfortunately.
Should we ask it a question we know the answer to? To see what it says?
Are we friends?
I said yes.
It's lying! No. Is our podcast amazing?
Oh gosh.
We'll cut it if it says.
If it says no. Hey, it said yes!
Yeah! Fuck yeah!
What else should we ask?
Is Tasha's boyfriend in prison?
Hey, it said no.
Oh!
That's proof.
Yeah, I told you he's not in prison.
Will I be able to make social media my career?
I think it's doing maybe.
It didn't really answer.
Sometimes when it circles, it's maybe. Maybe it depends on your actions. I'm gonna be able to handle all my busy stuff right now.
What other option will you have?
Quitting everything.
It said yes. It did say yes.
Okay.
It instantly went
Quitting
to yes.
all my jobs. Do our viewers love watching us?
Why did it say no? It said
you guys.
no. Damn it.
Look, you hard yes.
Will I be able to manage my anxiety better and feel safe? Did it fucking say no? Did it say no? Thank you guys for watching our little woo-woo video. If this isn't your cup of tea, it's okay. But also, like, if it's not, you probably didn't watch this long, so.
Yeah, we hope you stayed, though.
You're probably delusional like us and like this kind of stuff. It's not delusional, but a lot of people think it is, so it's, like, easier to pretend you think it's delusional to, like, feel better about it. But it's not. You know, there's a lot of truth to it.
A lot of fun, and we'll see you next week. Mwah!